Hey, this is Joe with Team Eccentric here with my Noble Knight deck profile, and let's get started. Alright, here, Noble Knight deck profile. We're going to start out with the Noble Knight monsters, and obviously you're going to run Three Brothers. It is one of the heart and souls of the deck. The draw power on this card I utilize all the time, and you'd be surprised what you can pull off that one draw. Even turn one, when you go into Issel and dump your equip spells, you'll still be able to at least recycle one draw every time for Brothers, turn one, if it goes right and you don't get hand trapped or anything. So Three Brothers, important. And then you're going to run three Madrots, obviously another heart and soul of the deck. Basically, free extra deck if it goes off. You're always going to want to run three Madrot at all times. I'm running three Custodin. Custodin's an amazing card. He's a free special summon if you control Noble Arms equip spell. Also, if you link him, XYZ summon, and or synchro him, you are allowed an extra normal summon, which is amazing. And that adds a lot of combos with this card. And I'm running two Boars actually. A lot of people run three. I'm running two for consistency, just so you don't brick it. And I mean, you can search Boars real easily, and you can summon them real easily with the new trap that came out. So running two, I think, is important for consistent reasons. Then we're going to move on to one Noble Knight Ivan. Obviously, he's a great card. You can make a token with him pretty easily, and that token's great for combo extenders to make Issel, so you don't have to use up your other resources. And he gives your Noble Knights an attack bonus if he's equipped, so you can also remember that in pinches if you're trying to hit over something. Ivan's just a great combo extender and just a great card overall for the deck. He's relatively new. I'm running two Gawain. Maybe people might not like to run two Gawain, but Gawain is also an amazing combo extender because of Madrot and Boars, because they're both normal monsters when they're summoned. And say you have two of these in hand and you brick with two and you got a Madrot, that's three monsters right on the field like that. I mean, you can't complain about that. And he's a 19k beat stick. I mean, really good old card for the deck that stuck around. I'm really happy about that. I'm running one Guinevere, or Queen of the Noble Arms, sorry about my pronunciation, but she's also an amazing card. You can dump her off with Boar's Effect in Graveyard and basically just keep recycling her the whole game if you get her in there, you know, turn one or turn two. Extra attack bonus, and she helps pop monsters if she's equipped with the Boars or Madrot, so she's just a great card. I'm only rolling one, obviously, for consistent reasons, because if you brick this card, it's really bad. Going on to the hand traps, I'm running three Ash, because Ash is such a great card. It stops a lot of turn ones. It helps this deck, you know, go on turn two almost all the time. So three Ash is important. Then on to three Kaijus, Gamma-Seals. The Gamma-Seals I'm running particularly because Custodin, the one XYZ monster's effect, allows you to bounce as many monsters as you have XYZ summoned underneath it. So, you know, if you can Kaiju somebody, then bring out Custodin and take it back, I mean, that's an amazing play. Obviously, for Toads or anything that's a problem card, being able to add a Kaiju back to your hand, I think, just to have it applies pressure. Your opponent knows, oh crap, he's got another Kaiju in his hand, you know, what am I going to do next turn? So I like the main three Kaijus, plus it's just an amazing card overall. Onto the magic cards for the deck, or the spell cards. I run one Roto, obviously because it's a warrior deck, and it's still an amazing card. Soul Charge, one Monster Reborn for combo extenders and late game boards. For the equip spells, one Claret, two Gallatin, three Caliburn, two Noble Arms, Caliburn, not Excalibur. Then 2 more Destinies. And I roll the extra Noble Arm equip spell Claret for consistency for Isolde. And I mean, if you can get this out late game and attack for directly, because that's what this card allows you to do. You pay 500 life points, you allow one of your Noble Knight monsters to attack directly. That's also a late game win, usually. Heritage of the Chalice, also a big card that came out for this deck. It helps out with consistency, basically allows you to add a Noble Knight monster and or Noble Arms equip spell from your deck and or graveyard. And if this card's in your graveyard, when one of your Noble Knight monsters gets destroyed by attack or battle, I mean, you can add this card from your graveyard back to your hand. Just an overall amazing card for Noble Knights. For the new trap card for Noble Knights, until Noble Arms are needed once again. It's a bit of a mouthful, but this new trap card is essential for the deck. It's so amazing. Basically what it does is you set it, and when you activate it, you are allowed to excavate any number of cards you control Noble Arms equip spells. So you can excavate those cards, add one to hand, then organize the other any way you please. And then when this card's sent to graveyard, you can banish it the next turn it was sent to special summon a Noble Knight monster from your deck. So basically, if you get Boars out turn 1 or turn 2, you can dump 2 of these into your graveyard, then add also the Queen. So you can have these in grave for next turn, which is an amazing play. This deck usually runs real consistent if I get these in grave turn 1 or turn 2. And that's it for the deck. Moving on to the extra deck. We're going to start out with Linkuriboh. I keep Linkuriboh in here for dinos, basically, for that stupid token that they summon in your field all the time. And for... really, that's it. And then moving on to 2 Isoldes. Hopefully that doesn't get hit. Please don't hit that card. Abyss Dweller. I keep this in here for graveyard heavy decks. Turn 1 for rogue decks. You don't know what you're playing, or game 2, you can bring this out turn 1 to shut down your opponent's graveyard because it's easy rank 4. We're going to go next with number 86. This guy is just amazing. You can obviously make 5 warrior monsters really easily late game with this if you soul charge, or even turn 1 or turn 2 if you have Gwaine and Custodin. If you can just special summon those guys out and get 4 guys out, you can bring this guy out turn 1 or turn 2 so your opponent can't special summon. Just amazing card overall for warrior decks. Then we're going to go into Bagooska, number 41. I keep him in there for stalling, you know, if I brick out or something, and late game, if my opponent just has some crazy board, I can go into Bagooska. I can at least save myself a couple turns, draw into that Soul Charge or Monster Reborn or something. It's helped me out on a few occasions now. I just threw this in here recently, number 101, obviously to help get over problem cards as well, because you can just attach it to material. It doesn't destroy, or I believe it doesn't destroy, it does target. So it does target. But still, amazing card. It'll help get over a lot of problems, especially those boss monster decks. Then for the actual Noble Knight Xyz monsters, we are running 2 Sacred Noble Knight of King Artorgus. I roll him at 2 because late game, if you don't have that second one in your extra deck, you're going to be hurting if you can't Excalibur him or anything. So I keep him at 2. Maybe some people might drop him at 1, but I think 2 is great for late game or long duels, I should say. Then the next up to bat is Artorgus, King of the Noble Knights. I rolled him at 3 because same reason. Extended duels, you're going to want to actually make sure you have him in your extra deck so you can keep recycling into him, so he can keep recycling your Noble Arms equip spells from graveyard. And then the last but not least, my favorite of the whole deck is Sacred Noble Knight of King Custodin. This is the newer Xyz monster that came out for the deck. Basically, this guy is amazing because he does not destroy or banish or anything. Basically what he does is he bounces cards back to the hand, and when he gets destroyed, you can special summon or Xyz summon a Noble Knight monster from your extra deck to lay on top of him, so you could go into battle phase and crash him to overlay into a new Xyz monster to gain that effect, or you could just overlay up to 5 Noble Knight monsters to bounce 5 cards back to your opponent's hand. It's an amazing card. This card really helps with decks like Thunder Dragons or anything that can't be destroyed. So it's just an overall great card. Going on to the side deck, basically trap heavy or hand trap heavy. We're gonna go with 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Twin Twister to help with back row, 3 Red Reboot to help with evenly matched or any real trap heavy decks, 3 Draw and Block to help with those freaking crazy combo heavy decks to shut them down, and then 3 Called by Graves to help with hand traps yourself. So that's my Noble Knight deck profile with Team Eccentric. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments, and that's it.
Rate and subscribe, leave your comments and ideas in the comment section below, and don't hesitate to give us respectful suggestions on content you want to see. Eric on behalf of the team saying take care, and Team Eccentric out.